ebio the yetimi aye ne se anka ne no nanka oba eno ane se obomu se PC akono akwakoto cashew no wo kra on my receipt nti kua ne person hu se afie ne mu nyina cashew sen na me supply na ye hu se sia no ya built database and administrative system a kuafo a eba nyina no yo muden akuafo eba nema auto nyina no so ye record nti se omo na opeso hu se ye jema cooperatives nema do sen na yato in the month of January oba ya no you just scoop it out na ye omonsa aka nti akuafo ni nim se oh season ni nyina no ye hweta mana ye CEO of Agrico Hub ye presentation ni ye hunu se akuafo ananka ema 900 tons over the previous seasons actually they've been able to provide 3,000 we sa system nyina na some information nyina no omo ba ye ho na ye demo mo say nema amato ni sika omo ba beje free startup cooperatives nyina no ye system yi mu na e free nti we ye kwan ayen so yes some hills ye fa na ye de aboa when it comes to technology. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so with GIFEX, as I mentioned earlier, we've implemented the rural telephony project. That's the internet connectivity. And in Tiuko in Krasia, Nasa Uko in Krunkracha in Hoesiana, they are able to get access to the internet. They are able to get access to those in the urban areas to be able to reach them out to come and patronize what they've grown up. And you know, yeah, you know, because they deal with internet services more, no, you know, yeah, boy, Emma Equiafono in your network. Now wait to me, afre a crew, wait to me, afre ubia, opesa or friend, or now babe tone near mana, with Diano. After so, the second one that we do is the trainings. I Emma, Yema, minimum more businesses, a whole agree, and the entrepreneurial women. We do training for them. Or social media. In social media, we use it a lot for most of our products. We sell, we buy, we do a whole lot on the internet, on the social media. And you know, we also train them, women in entrepreneur, to be able to use the internet to their advantage. Thank you.
Thank you. Ne engineer sorry so, but ansane ebekono. Muina makwadare o ejuma amoyemu. Enti ansana mode mo last words bema ye tie for mo wa ha ene o mo hwe ye fi ewo Abefonten times no me pese mo ka challenges a ewo mo sector se say your innovators bebre bi wo dem ha ebi so hwe ye challenges ben na mo hu a obi betimi de emerging technology bi asolve because baby a problems wo no e ho na obi timi solve a obenye sika no no so etimi a create adwuma enti problem ben na muhu obi ambo problem ba ko se oba gefeka mo ye rural telephony ye na yo 2G ye 3G 4G 5G se say 6G kreba ye rural areas no what omo coverage no saying what challenges are you facing in sending these trying to give them telecommunication services? How can our innovators come in? What are the challenges? Yeba some hills are exporters. Mo problem ben pa now so nka obi solve mamwa o has to say nka obetu aneka obi anka ba ko uya na the last words ama yetie for yedase if I show ya papa standards authority then anke obi innovators be eyama mani beje.
Ghana Standards Authority, like I said, is a statutory body, a government of Ghana agency. We work with the private sector. However, challenge the first thing is we have to consult because we are now person BB. By whom technical advice no sometimes na fe asansa we kisa koya na fofo nti me challenge ba ko ne se obi so daye se opeso ye bibia they should willingly come to us na yan guide omo through the process ama say product a process be and our services be na person render you bet me a gardonia who say conform to Yashisha Magana no. Nti medema no si no na medamase for this opportunity. Say a part of your public education near your platform where there. Yeah, to turn us your medamase say mama ya kwenya ya share your views on topic ti medamase. Na Ghana standard your Techiman Krodua your office no ewo Jomo. I think in English my colleague he's trying to peep so what person who Ghana Standards Authority we are located at Jomo opposite Methodist Church, yes, Ebenezer Methodist Church. We are on the last floor of Republic Bank. You so many services. Yeah, calibration services. So, so instrument be we measure what they check humidity, or temperature, or BP apparatus, any measuring instrument be no. You need to say what the bad, then we do calibration for you so that you rely on the value. Buying a watch, if you buy a watch and don't set to the time, it will not give you the right time. See, calibration service, no be kakra metimi aka fa ho a, ye betimi a product certification, public education, metrology services be brain so. See, be a chira dream be answer so who product be on market out be a just consult Ghana Standards Authority. Now your telephone number so ewa ha me de betuja. Office number. Anyone here, me pamcho, you can keep our number 0558 497000. 0558 497000. That's Ghana Standards Authority. Techiman. Bono East Region Office. That's it.
That's it.
Crap. It's a fruit you are agree ene omo aboafo omo fruit pa enti mesres pia wo na yemoa na ye mabu na wa ha eba saa abafu dimdie ya abayi a omonye bi na afi nso so yen ya wo ma me pia omo atwotworo nko a de ensa yo nso so eboa I friend TVET no technical and vocational education opportunities kura wo mu sen say ye church okrata so no eti ya ye ma no e bi nko ho na afi nso so de hu hia me yie pa no agrico obehia moa se be ya Techiman secondary school ombetimi asset up AI and IoT enabled demo farm se be ya normal na ya kan no afimu ni afifie mienu akire no ye betimi di ani kusua yi etimi ya hwebie na yetimi ya ye bi enso so ewo ye mfuom na afi ya ma ye kon adokora se be masa mfidie no ye betimi di bia aba ye dwumadie mu edamase.
Okay, and see, with some hills, I would say that as an entrepreneur, aim would have been maximizing profit. But if you look at what we are hoping to achieve in helping our farmers, we've turned back and getting to see that our farmers prosper in these emerging technologies. So I would want to use this opportunity to appeal to other entrepreneurs, funding partners, that we should turn back and look at where the product is coming from. That is the smallholder farmers and our producers. You know, the challenge we are facing right now is engagement, and it is costly. And one person cannot do this. So we are appealing to everybody here who is a stakeholder, an entrepreneur, a funding partner, to look at what we are doing and what other organizations like Agrico Hub and other hubs are doing in support of these tech initiatives, to come on board to support what we want to put out there. So that is what I would want to say. And if you're a farmer here and you want to work with us, or if you are an agent here, you would want to buy for us, our doors are always open. We are located along the Tiobodom Kintampo Road. That is where our office is. We are Some Hills Limited. We buy and export raw cashew nut and other commodities. So that is what I would want to say. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so with GIFEC, what I will say is that the electricity, that the power challenge, most of the rural areas do not have electricity. And so even though GIFEC uses the solar system in most of our projects, sometimes, battery replacement and also maintenance becomes, is very expensive. So in case MPs and MMDCs were able to do electricity extension to most of the rural areas, it will help in the project maintenance and also help the network connectivity to be very strong. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, let's clap for them. Let's clap for them. Yes. So we are wrapping up. I would like to hear a few comments, just one or two from the audience. What have you learned? So you can just raise your hand if you have a question. So one feedback and one comment from the audience. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much for this such opportunity. My comment goes to Some Hills. I love the fact that they are more concerned is about the smallholder farmers. If we check, most of the entrepreneurs, those who want to go into commercial farming, to get a land is the rural areas. They are having the lands, but when you get there, most of the farmers, they find it difficult to even feed themselves twice in a day or 3 times in a day because of the lack the knowledge. The getting access to some of these activities we are talking about is not easy. And then the other aspect I want to comment is about the government institutions. When you see this year, what happened was that up to August, Techiman, there wasn't rain. And somewhere 15th, the weather forecast said that by 15th it will rain. They should try to be accuracy. They should get devices that will give us accurate, weather. So that they shouldn't jeopardize with our feelings. That I want to go and sow. You say by 15 it will rain. At 15, no rain. So next time if you come and you say you are selling this device, that will tell me my land, if I sow this thing and this thing, it will go well. What is accuracy in here? I will not believe you. If you be accuracy, I think with going to educate our farmers, it won't be easy though, but when you give them accuracy, it'll be okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Please, a question? Any question? Okay, please, let's clap for them once again. Thank you very much. And okay, yes.
Just let me react to my brother. I'll pick from your word accuracy. When we say something is accurate, it means it gives a range, a standard. There is standard for everything we do. So the weather is not being controlled by Ghana Standards Authority. In the first place, we are not meteorological agency. They are the people responsible for the weather. However, I think there are measurements there. And Ghana Standards Authority, that's where we come in. If you have an instrument for measuring, it should be calibrated. So maybe you buy an instrument to weigh your a weighing scale, which reads maybe an error of 5 kg. You wouldn't know the margin of error until we do the calibration. So our advice as farmers, as people into the agribusiness, whatever measurement we do, the measuring instrument, consult GSA to do calibration so that you get your accurate prediction. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So So thank you very much, our esteemed panel. You've gone beyond and above to give us the right information that each and every one of us here gets the updated knowledge on what is going on, what to expect, and how we can actually maneuver around, especially the innovators. I know you've been listening and you've been picking some of the things. They didn't say it outright, but as you listen to them, if the feedback was not up to your expectation, right, then it means you have a chance to innovate. I hope you are getting me. Yes. So this has been a fruitful event, and we are grateful that you came and you've granted us this opportunity to get this knowledge. We are grateful once again. So emerging technologies is here to stay. Technology came and it's here. So please, it's not going anywhere. Let's adopt it. Let's grow with it. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Simon Asare, for moderating this session, and for our panelists, Ms. Francis Kabafuata from GIFEC, Mr. Samuel Amotechi, CEO of Sam Hills Limited. We had Mr. Yao Adujemfi from the Ghana Hubs Network, and lastly, we had Mr. Ofosu Kranting from the Bono East Regional, who is the Bono East Regional Director for Ghana Standards Authority. Thank you for coming. We move to the next activity, but before then, we are going to take a summary of whatever happened here from our chairman for today's activity or gathering, in the person of Osahene Obri Crying and Chibuesiakon, who is the Subinano Hene and Mare Hene of Boyem, to summarize everything for us. So I'm going to him this time.
Yo, Madam Aspa, I'm say, open the Yaku school. Same, I didn't know say you can give they are gem or more. Yeah, dear Sebi, you ungrassi. The eba kuyaye nomnia dia, you mupa in city kuyaye in Yamasiti. Most of the challenges near Kosoni innovative ways nina and more creative way the Sebio more abundant, the near catcheremo. By the can in the air campa. Your challenges be brave. Na Bama Yahunu, Quanya technology, and I bear for him the beach my boy, ama yikuyaye, a concain pa. A dear Bakwa, Beme Hun ye, be a friend renewable energy. Quanya befasoa, yede abe for Inam Ahmodin, Bebwama create irrigation or indeed it's me at the abe for renewable energy, sulaibi, a power, a borehole, a million shoe, a degree fuso. But you back also can be beach say between the drone and I bear from Fidibia and Hose, a looping kitten ketibi, between the spring, a draw bedy spray, Mwanket and Kitty, a spray a fool in answer. The best you who said, a queer four and Cabeboshi or Honbecabu Moa, Nanka, Bertiesica, and I Benny, a Merfona Casa, said a bear bit my spirit Nina says a whisper could fear foom. No one speak a benadia, now we yan you. So on, sir, in the circuit, for getting Cambum, na human boom. Na near tear partners or queen crass, and a for no be unity of a young mamum, be a idea. Until Monsieur said, I was said, Agrihab and other entities no, any queerphone in young Kuta with ye, and my behun says, Sebe Cambumu, said a bit me any sustainable farming, practices and so forth. The Yahun Sanya money in a beboy, na adia back one, Uber and Crass and so high. Eye the FN a future, so by a hair, near cashew plantation, Munio. Wako jibiafu assassin. Why assassin, what ye yammy enche, 20 acres, who ye nasa eba, Uncle Quachu. Now, Uncle Quachen and Satamono, first and an uncle will be no alpha homa, nor the Ahoma for a fool who 20 acres. Now, watch it, will a media such and we, will a media such and we, Nanabamia who say, and then him diaba, would him dimfidie, echo GPS nomnia, the no who a fool. Within a movement, a few in a cassia, a chim you paper said ye beya, Emma Basabasaya, Nadi Buinfan conflict, Emma. The technology ya dea, ye embrace ya na ye jia, a beb boying, a wook yam bebri, a woon cranase. And he sabe, Nanano mo dear, the ye pay us from ye pay and puntu, ye penny says Sabe, Ghana ha, and our bono had ye any idea. And in near Massia, eba beb woman kuyaba, ama young crew 40 mufon so d any dear. Sabe hinam yo patusu na nanamo de ye foaso bebiri na ye sramo e ahun konkura hiase na honya workshops ne ade nso ye den e maye se le be ye kuaye no nso no e be boa ye betimi aye ne kama Sabi, yet none said, yeah, here can see a boy, bro, friends, 1 year cratch of where and head on your cratch of force, dear watching much a cratch of one, number 80 the year cano. And he near my batch and sissy idea, a idea a boy and pa, name, Nipa be tea be a cratch of for. Dudu uncle room. Uba boyum, Uba crobo, Uba roa, enum near dear, ye handsome way baby or intimidate pumno, harbor for an pain for harbor, you know. Moon locate to some of these areas, none and no more. Yamwa farmers, none wound cranase. Now, much a train, Ebasa, Ebema, a Juano Etimacos baby, Medase.
Nana answer that was a pa. Any uncheche munti. The working and say you use cooperatives like yen coming together working say if we have four name what boy and one say the bear say spring in say you will call high or work we have four do and I attend the war. Omunine spray or more phone. This is spray odi and now Jacquasidiana. At the China a drone free soa. Ya really be free amorphonum about the enum. Sen Cambomo on a yen in a boma, a beboina fin so, or casa about stakeholders engagement, engaging stakeholders like a queer for no money here solution, you know. So young quam, honey, and quadio munim dear, name family may solution so that they can benefit from it. So, like in summary, this is what he spoke about working together as groups and teams, and also the involvement of stakeholders like the farmers from these communities. Thank you very much. Osahene Obri Crying Chibuesiako, Subinano Hene, and Mare Hene of Techiman Boyem, Yamin Sharpa. So we are moving to the next activity, and I think that's the next biggest activity we have. That's the startup pitch. You know, we've already trained some people through the hackathon. They brought their ideas. Now is the time for them to present these ideas to us. So we choose the best ones we can support or invest in. So we are going to have a panel that is going to help us with judging based on the pitch that are going to be presented by these teams. So we will have Madam Ruth Mansa Mensa, who is a technical advisor, to be on the panel. So Madam Ruth Mansa Mensa. Let's give it up to her. Madam Ruth Mansa. Okay, she's coming. She's coming. When she gets closer, then we do it properly. She's coming. So now we can give it up to her. She's here. All right, so Madam Ruth is here. We move to Dr. Moses Woolley, who is the regional director of the National Youth Authority. Dr. Moses Woolley. Then we will have Madam Francisca Bafoata, Bono East Regional Manager for GIFEC. Mami ata nedi takra de anke ye no nam. Oh. No, yeah, let's give it up to her. All right, so we now have our judges properly seated. Yes, we have the score sheet on the laptop saying. Okay, yes. So remember, this is the Ghana Digital and Innovation Week 2025, the Bono East edition, and yes, we started with our program outline. You had it digitally on the tag you have. We had our digital attendance as well. And now we have our digital score sheet being presented to our judges. This tells you the future is digital, and you and I have to really learn about this so we can cope with the future ahead of us. Are we ready? DJ, why not what boy in fast here? Why? Yeah, so Dave, I would have needed you here so you give us the rules. How many minutes are we pitching? So we get to know the rules from you as the source. Okay, Simon. Okay. Okay. We have to understand the rules, so we go by them. So let's give it up to him as he presents to us the rules.
Thank you very much. So we have 3 teams that will be presenting today, and each team has a maximum of 7 minutes to present. Then the judges will use the remaining 3 minutes, 1 minute each for a feedback, right? Now the total marks is 60, and they will be ranked according to the capacity of the team that is presenting, how well they understand the problem that they want to solve, the solution that they are giving. Is it the right solution for the problem, right? Then the way they intend to raise money through the solution that they have. That is another 10 marks. So the first 10 marks is for the problem that they want to solve. Then the second 10 marks goes for the solution that they are presenting. Is it the right solution for the problem? Then how do they intend to make money from that solution? That is their business model. Then from there, we talk about the quality of the pitch that the members here would be able to present. How well is the organization and the capacity of the team, right? So these are the areas from which we are judging the importance of what they are doing. And especially for us, we are looking at the scale. How many people stand to benefit from the solutions that these people have? Because we are looking at providing value to volumes of people that can be able to impact the agricultural sector. So we are going to experience 3 different innovations today, all of them tackling different issues or problems that they have been able to identify within our agricultural sector. So a maximum of 30 minutes, that is 10 minutes each, and each team has 7 minutes to present. The judges use 1 minute each to give a feedback, then we move on to the next team. So 7 minutes each to present, 3 minutes for feedback. Then for the 3 teams, we have 30 minutes. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Simon, for the amazing clarification. So now we know the rules. Problem, solution fits. We go to the business model, then pitch quality. Menyama we ni ehwe. O how no? Any said the ACC UCC how na no kwan. Kwan a wo fa so anya sika. Ena afi. Dominate this hard day could dey anim no. Omo expertise omo won kwan omo fa so timi a solve problem no. I am pass am bomb to me aye. Eno na ehwe. So without wasting much time, I already have the arrangement. The teams are 3, like they mentioned. We have Alpha Tech, we have a Group Pulse, then we have Smart Coop. I hope I had the names right. Yes. So without wasting much time, we will start with the first team, and that is Team Alpha Tech. So for transparency, immediately I hand over the microphone to you. I will mention the time I have here. Then we will all measure you by that. So when I say it's 1:26 and your time is 1:27, you start checking 7 minutes from the 1:27. I hope we are clear. So because of the screen, maybe we can use here. So I hand over to you, Alpha Tech.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Memomohan, Naniejan, penny formation. Otomankuma Yakopon Badia, or Bosro, or Basase, and Obo Niaba, or we no book so on person. Encountered tonight and another one second assassin rima. They could actually predict when it would rain when to plant, when to reap, and when to dry. But with the advent of climate change, we all knew in July we should expect rain. Near crying, sir. Bene in September. Research has shown that farmers lose close to 25% of their yield as a result of we having little to no knowledge to climate change, and also over 60% of African farmers lack access to real-time information, which is affecting our productivity and yield. Bringing solutions, these solutions are tailored for foreign markets. When it comes here, it's poorly implemented, which affect our market. Here, AlphaTech comes in to save the day. At AlphaTech, we are using a localized image data system which actually identifies and helps us with disease detection. Ultra photo, odo camera toso, ni enhu yare kra ehenyan ha efuno. We are looking at an integrated system where the weather always being predicted and we getting it wrong. We've integrated with an AI system which can actually suggest what time it is to plant, to harvest, and to actually dry. By doing this, we ensure that farmers have accurate data so that they don't do guesswork. Also, the system will provide a platform where farmers can actually share ideas, solutions to ensure that we are doing the right thing in the right way. Who did we make this for? We just didn't look at the smallholder farmer, no. We're also looking at agencies and enterprises who need data to actually design proper solutions for farmers. We are not only looking at impacting the life of farmers, but we're looking at shaping future solutions that will also help save the farmer.
This solution, AlphaTech, is an AI integrated. This solution, AlphaTech, has an AI integrated for detection of diseases, and it has a special feature for the detection of diseases. Which one? This one, you won't be using a picture, but you'll be using a live feed video. That's take with a camera, and also we have a weather system that predicts we have a weather system that gives suggestions, and that gives suggestions for the farmer based on the weather of the current day. And also there's a management system and a forum that helps farmers to connect and help them to trade too.
So, looking at a market size of 62 million in West Africa, targeting just the Bono region, the Bono East and the Hafu region, we realize that there's an opportunity of 8.4 million, and we as a small startup hoping to capture 5% of the market in our first 4 quarters, we are targeting $200,000 as a market we want to capture by our 4th quarter in 2026. This solution, as explained by my colleagues, actually works offline if you are in an area where you do not have electricity. In a phone, internet, we've designed a low band system where it can actually take your activities, and when you finally get to a place of a better internet connectivity, it gets there. And as Madam said, we are hoping that we'll partner with these agencies so that they will have internet access on their farms and make this technology work for them. So how are we going to make money? So we are looking at data licenses, actually giving out this information to people to solve other solutions for us. Also, we are also looking at offering premium services to other agencies, and to farmers who want more of this technology so that they can work effectively. This is our resource page. As you can see, this is how our solution actually works. So, working on this solution, I am not alone. My name is John Opoku Japon. I am a business development officer who handles the business aspect of this innovation. I have full stack engineers like Simon, like Junior. Stanley is an AI expert. We have our agriculture extension officer in the form of Jennifer, and Joe is a digital marketer. And this is a wonderful team who has come together not just to solve problems, but to ensure that the life of farmers are easy and then conducive. Yeah, best mu nyanum nyado for mpenifo amhiem ha. Dwumadi ayedi eyakwiafo entine ye wo ha. Yentimi fa ya hoden kwa ni sa adwuma we. Entine ye srese momwan. Na momfa mo wure enhye mu. Ni yentimi ensakra kwan ye fa so dikua e wo man mu. Ye toto ye ni no, ye hu se yekura yensem 40,000 Ghana cedis. That is 40,000 Ghana cedis for now. We'll be able to build and develop this system and deploy it by the first quarter of 2026, and by the 4th quarter of 2026, we should be able to deploy our IoT systems and ensure that things are going accordingly for farmers. Within the Kofi Pokwe Japan, and I'm from Alphatech. Thank you.
Thank you, Team Alphatech. You actually went within your time. You still have 1 minute remaining. So, judges, I come to you now for your questions.
Okay. Thank you very much, Alphatech, for the nice and insightful presentation. I think your problem is something that we should all come together to find solution to. And you see, when the panel discussion was going on, I think one of the areas was weather and how to predict the weather. So I think your problem is well, and it needs to be addressed. But I want to know, how is your app going to determine the type of disease? Just by a camera, or how possible? Because we have various types of plant diseases. Thank you.
Okay, for the detection of diseases, we'll be training an AI model using a pre-trained model that's the yellow V8. The yellow V11. So with the yellow V11, we are going to train the model in such a way that it will track the type of disease and be drawing a boxes, but be drawing the boxes while the camera is live, over where the section or the portion where the disease is affected. So we will train the model in such a way that it will study every disease, every feature of every disease. So how the disease is, the color, the motion of how the disease appears, the texture, and every information for the disease. So we'll be gathering a data set from the farmers. We'll be taking a screenshot of how every disease works or how every disease looks. Then we'll feed it to the model. Then the model will train it.
So to add up, it's AI integrated. So we will not only be using the model that we've actually trained only, we'll also be using data sets from the internet as well to make it work successfully.
Yes, so as you rightly explained, this explanation you gave implies that this particular features has to be farmers who have smartphones with camera features. In the instances where you have farmers who don't have smartphones with camera features, how do you come to their aid?
Thank you very much. So there's a service session to a business model where we would have community officers who would actually work with the farmers. So as we are gathering images on the farm to train our models, we also have people who will be working with our IoT systems. So with this, farmers who subscribe to our systems will be using the USSD format. That they don't have access to these phones. But if they need these officers to come in and assist with these detections, they will be readily available because we are there for them.
I think we can discharge them. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Team Alphatech. I think the first team fell within their time, and we hope to have the two doing same. So we will invite the next team, and that is Agro Pause. Team Agro Pause. Let's give it up to them whilst they mount the stage to share with us their pitch. Hello. So the time is 1:36. So we'll be timing you to 1:42. You have the next
Okay.
6 minutes.
Okay, we are Team Agropos. Okay. So, what if I told you 2.5 million of farmers struggling in getting the quality of agricultural input? So our solution is here to try to help those farmers who are not able to get the agricultural input rightly. Like let's say they are agrochemical fake, the fake agrochemical in market. Please, can you have a video that we'll be urging you people to watch for us.
South and North Municipalities currently have over 200 registered to pepper and cabbage. The farmers are worried about the increasing number of adulterated agrochemicals being sold in the municipalities. They are therefore
we make sure we have a verified marketplace for these agrochemical supplies where they can be work with this mobile company, the government in partnership with the government.
South and North municipalities in the Hafo region currently have over 200 registered vegetable farmers.
Farmers face much
garden eggs, tomato,
pepper
and cabbage.
that they are using
the farmers are worried about the increasing number of adulterated agrochemicals being sold in the municipalities.
So we
are therefore calling on the Minister of Food and Agriculture,
and then it will tell you how to use this agrochemical in our local language. So let's say I bought NPK from a places where I don't know the name of the agro. So I scan the QR code of the agrochemical. It tells you, oh, bunitini mienu na fagu ediaba iso. And now 2 days ebim now dibi akaho. Next slide. So the agropause is not only the chemicals that we are doing. We saw that many farmers face financial difficulties. So in our platform, we are going to make sure we have a data of these farmers, because farmers don't actually have a right or the right way of tracking their diseases. They are harvesting in yearly. So let's say I want to invest in this farmer. I don't have any data. You can come to our application and then you will see a data of a good farmer who will be harvesting well yearly, and then you can, I don't have time to invest. I don't have time to start a good farming. So when I come to the application, you will be able to see a good farmer that you can invest. Based on our AI analytics, that will be on it to give you, oh, you can invest in this farmer by 20% or 30% yearly, and then you tell you the actual money that you will get from this farmer that you are investing. Next slide. So this is our prototype. So as far as we are going to work with these MOFA people, so we make sure that our application is going to be aligned with MOFA people. So you can see the agropause is here. Welcome to MOFA. You can order from us, and then you can, I don't think you have seen what, this is the tracking place where a farmer can input the yearly harvesting, what he has lost, what he has used. And then this application will also help you to know the agrochemicals that you have been using on your farm each day. Next.
All right, so with the chart that is shown here, it is actually tracking the farm system, and looking at it, the progress of it against time, you realize that the system is actually going down, and agropause is here to help it rise. So our target market is targeting over 1 million farmers across the country, starting from Bono East. And also we are targeting about 5,000 plus. We are targeting about 5,000 plus agricultural shops and investors and NGOs to all be on this platform. Next. Now, our total available market is 500 million. Serviceable available market is 300 million. And our serviceable attainable market is 15 million. Farmline, AgroCenter, Farmetrics are our direct competitors. And my Ghana plug, Ghana Agricultural and Agribusiness Platform, Ghana Commodity Exchange are indirect competitors. So our competitive advantage, we can reach out to these people on market, we can reach out to them via going to them with our extended services. Next one. So we are going to partner with the government. This is where we get a MOFA integration, where we can get data from the farmers to give it out to the MOFA. And local language support. There's going to be a translation of languages from English to our local languages. And our competitor approach, like I said earlier, we can go to them just by advertising the product, advertising the agropause, or we can make a nationwide advertise. Thank you.
Okay, with the business revenue, we know that you cannot start a business without getting revenue. So every business has to have a revenue to sustain the business. So with agropause, we have a marketplace whereby all those agro shops that are going to be on our platform, let's say we have put a commission of 3 to 5% on every sale that they make on our platform. So, and also we have the data analyst. So the data analyst, based on the farm tracking of the data of our farmers. So let's say first day that you went to your farm, you scan a crop and you identify a certain disease. So our crop will keep track of all those scans that you'll be doing, so that any time that you want to check or track all the data, it will be available for you. So let's talk about the future roadmap. So every system has a roadmap of development. So our system follows a certain roadmap. So the first roadmap is the MVP launch. So the MVP launch is going to take 0 to 3 months. So the 0 to 3 months, we are going to develop the system in stages. So the first MVP stage will be the marketplace, tree translation, delivery, and AI crop disease. The second phase is the expansion to other regions. The third phase is the regional growth and monetization. That's onboarding investors or donors on this platform through governmental agencies like MOFA, FD. And the last part. So the last part I'm saying is, my mom is into farming. Always when she goes to buy drug or cocoa drugs, she call me to.
All right, thank you, AgroPause. I think we dashed you 2 minutes to make up for the time wasted for the video. And so you went up to 1:45. Now to the panel. Let's hear from you.
Okay, so thank you so much, AgroPause. You've done really well. But what we want to find out is that your problem wasn't that much clear to us. I don't know, I don't want to answer for you, but please, can you make it clear? Because we can't differentiate whether you want to differentiate between the fake chemicals on the market and the good ones out there on the market.
So please, our focus is on making sure that people are able to get good agrochemical products, and then two, the usage is translated into a local dialect which farmers can hear by audio, and also the application, how it can be applied on the crop in a local way, so that farmers who cannot even read some terminologies can know it.
So please, are you going to manufacture the good ones for the farmers, or what's on the market is what you're going to base on?
Okay, so
to tell which is good and which is not good, right?
Ghana Standard Authority, Crop Life Ghana, and even Mr. Sam Hills can also be on our platform to see which product can be used with the cashew farmers. Yes.
Okay, thank you. From your explanation, can I say your platform will be for marketing?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, Team AgroPause. So we have the last but not the least team to present to us. And this team is no other team than Smart Coop. Smart Coop. In the next 7 minutes, we are going to listen to them, what problem they have to solve, how they are solving it, how they are going to make money. All right, so you have the floor.
So last year, Mr. Amoakohene ventured into poultry farm production. When he ventured into poultry farm production, Oto Nkoko Nkete, Ana Oto Indiane Emma Nkokono, and he provided them with potable water. He provided them with vitamins. He did all this in anticipation that in the future he will make ends meet, not in Swenyiska. But unfortunately, the chicks died halfway. But the sad thing is, Mr. Mwakohene Nkwana, he has ventured into poultry farm and in Kukweu. This is a major issue which happens to almost every poultry farmer in the Bono East region. So how do we plan on solving this issue? Or in Chi, will I say, so aso or how yano? Ladies and gentlemen, I greet you all. I present to you Smart Scoop. I present to you Smart Scoop, or should I say digital in Kukobu. And with digital in Kukobu, what you'll be doing is you'll be embedding sensors in the coop or the Inkukobu. Now, Amos, how does this Kukobu or the digital in Kukobu works?
Okay, so with Smart Scoop, our main target is to integrate Internet of Things, that's IoT devices, into the coop. So let's look at this architecture over here. Now, Yamfan say you was in Kukobu, which is poultry farm, poultry, where the poultries are being housed. Now, sa in Kukobu, ewo afidie bia say ewiemu sachraye ba, say bia whether no ano ye shishi and I say ano ye nyunu a. This device will be able to pick data from the coop and then send it to a platform, which will be in the form of a mobile app, that the farmer can actually analyze and see that, okay, looking at the data that I'm having, let's say I have to separate some of the chicks because I say, and the reason is that we have some of the diseases, they thrive when there is high temperatures. And the farmer who say things are getting up higher with the temperature, he will now come out with solutions. Okay, let me try and ventilate the system, or let me separate some of the poultry to a different place so that, say, it won't affect all of them. So this is how the app is going to be, whereby the data collected by the sensors from the coop will now be integrated into the app, whereby the farmer can have access to the data and actually see or make inferences from this particular data collected by the sensors.
So, Ms. Irene, what's the target market of this digital in Kukobu?
Our target market is mainly poultry farmers in the Bono East region and also nearby areas with high poultry production like Doma in the Bono region. So, let me ask, if we step out of our doors, how many poultry productions do we see? We can all relate, each one of us, that these, even if we've not observed this directly, we can all relate that this disease is really doing harm in the poultry sector. Due to this, there is a guarantee for such an intervention as Smart Scoop.
So with such a huge or an enormous market size, do you have any competitors?
All right, so our competitors are going to be the local coop makers. And then in order to beat our competitors in an advantageous way, these sensors that we are going to embed in the systems are going to provide real-time data to the poultry farmers, which will help them make inferences out of their system. And then also, the system is also going to have solar-powered cells or solar panels. For instance, in rural areas where there is poor or there is lack of electricity to these coop systems and then farmers, this particular solar-powered coop systems with sensors is going to help the farmers to be able to actually yield more produce. And then also, we are looking at having a strategy in order to reach a larger market size. So what we plan or we intend doing is that we will launch and then pilot a program with free trials. And then also, we are going to partner with local farmers, agricultural extension officers, and then we train them for them to become Smart Coop champions. And then the last thing is, you have an announcement or radio station. So, omo into poultry farm nyina omanya nimdie about system yi anasa fidie ya ye de ba omo betimi dia hye omo farm omo poultry system ni mu a ɛbɛboa ama ɔmo atumi produce more.
So, Ms. Irene, with all these, quite mention a smart coop ever fast when
Okay, according to the Ministry of Foods and Agriculture, 2.5 million of Ghana's population contributes to the entire total population in the country, with about Okay, so with this, according to the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, there are 2.5 billion contributing to the total population in the country, with 751,955 in the Bono and the Bono East Region, with 39,732 relating to the Bono region. So with this, and considering this market, we intend to build these coops and sell. Yes, Yebeton Digital in Kukobu. Also, we will try and sell our sensors to already existing traditional coops owners. With that too, we will generate funds, and also we will try and offer the services of those installation of the sensors into the coops. We also plan on using subscription-based services, like spraying the coops to disinfect the entire environment, so that the chicks can breed and those pathogens and disease-causing organisms won't be able to survive. And ye mama money ye papa mu, ye rain fee mu, ye so ye want to share ya mamu. Ma nim smartphone using so. Ye system no to be of fast services amama. Yan kasa ye be manage coops no sensor information be a be gadano. Yan kasa ye be manage amamu. And also this ikabe bre na ebu so. Ti we ni kwan ye be fa so a ye be generate ensika.
Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is all about digital in Kukobu or smart coop. And with smart coop, we have individuals with enormous background in the field of agriculture, tech, and finance. So, as a startup, with our roadmap, we intend in growing and expanding our business in the fourth quarter of this year to the first quarter of 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, the poultry industry is a sector which is really lucrative. It's but because of the rapid outbreak of poultry diseases, farmers or poultry farmers are not able to unleash their full potential. Therefore, we call on you all to help Smart Coop to bring about this digital in Kukobo initiative, whereby farmers or poultry farmers will be able to unleash their full potentials. Thank you.
So judges, now your feedback.
Okay. Thank you very much, and congratulations on your digital Nkukobu presentation. Let me ask first, what are the parameters your center is going to, let me say, monitor? Because I heard only temperature, and you were trying to link it to diseases, but you know most of the diseases are not caused by temperature. So what are the parameters that your sensor will address or will seek to monitor? Then the second thing, maybe you can add it. How much is it going to cost you to build one digital Nkukobu? And who are the target population or the target farmers? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir, for the question. So I will answer to the first part. So aside the temperature sensors, we have other sensors like proximity sensors, and then we can also have sensors which will detect light, and then we have sensors which can actually detect the amount of moisture within the coop. And then all these parameters are not directly solving the problem, but then in an instance where there is a disease which thrives in a condition of such, let's say in a condition where there is high humidity, the farmer will be able to, based on the information that the sensor is giving to him, to actually put in measures which will will not actually allow these diseases to thrive within that period where there is higher moisture level in the atmosphere.
So with the question on our target market, we'll be looking at both commercial and small-scale poultry farm poultry farmers.
Okay, so per the response you are giving, that implies that your census are just going to be based on the parameters. How then do you identify if a particular Ngukubu has some disease that the poultries are all getting ill and probably dying? How do the farmers tackle that situation? Because I'm sure this is one of the reasons why a farmer would actually want to purchase your Nkukubu or your census that you'll be selling. And if they purchase one and it's just to give them the temperature and the parameters and not necessarily identifying a problem that the farmer thinks that is killing his poultry, then it will be a very big challenge for the farmers to purchase your Nkukubu continuing. So what do you intend to solve at the end of the day? Because if it's just parameters, then a lot of fowls, poultry farmers would die.
So basically, this is how it works. You see, every disease, it's been from the animal or an animal has signs and symptoms. And all these signs and symptoms, they are prone to these parameters we talked about. So one of the features of this digital Nkukubu is it will have laser light, whereby when it detects signs and symptoms based on these parameters, and it shows that now this is a diseased animal. It shows laser light on the animal and beeps and makes a sound. So the farmer is able to identify that diseased animal and isolate it. And with our spraying and disinfection services, they can reach out to us, then we do same. If it's beyond our reach, we consult the veterinary clinic.
Okay, thank you. Nice presentation anyway.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you very much, Team Smart Scoop. So we had 3 teams, like I mentioned earlier: Alpha Tech, AgriPulse, Smart Scoop being the last team to pitch. So we will now wait on the judges for their results. And as we do that, we'll be having an activity. And this is going to be a presentation on the gig economy, which is going to be done by the GIZ. So if GIZ is in the house and ready with their presentation, you can mount the stage. Oh, okay. So whilst we wait on GIZ, I'll go to the judges again. And I think you evaluated the teams very well. You paid attention to their ideas, the problem solutions, and how they are making money and all that. Now we need a review or feedback from you as judges on how you see these teams and the prospects they have.
Okay, thank you very much. I think generally the presentation was, let me stand. It was very good. Especially, I will not want to give out the results for now, but I think our participants did very well, and I want us to clap for them once again. Apart from those general comments, I saw that the last group, especially the teamwork was there. They were able to present it to the liking of almost all of us, especially the judges. But you see that the problem itself they were solving was quite lower than the first group. But because of the teamwork and how they presented it, it was marketable and buyable. Let me use those words. But so generally, the presentations were good, especially for the last group. You did very well with your presentations. But the first group, where they are going to use, you see that the problem, they brought out the problem very well. And they were giving very concrete solutions on how to be able to solve it. However, we'll have our own problems with it, is marketability. Because we are talking about smallholder farmers who are going to interpret this, some scientific data, which is quite difficult for them. So that is our problem, or that's my problem with it. Thank you.
Your feedback. Thank you very much, sir. Do we take feedback from you too? Do you share yours with us?
Okay, I think my colleague has mentioned everything. And with the second group, they were trying to be more digital, and that's good. But how they went about it was just the difficulty. We also had the understanding that some of them didn't really understand exactly what they were presenting, probably because they didn't prepare very well. The last group, as he mentioned, quite impressed us because their presentation was smart, as they indicated, smart code. Yeah, and they were specific. Their solutions were measurable, and it can be buyable in the market. So we would say they did very well. The first group, you did well as well, but it's like you intentionally left the presentation in the hands of two people, and they had a little struggle. But in all, they had very good presentation. They were more digital as well. They touched on the digital tools, which is very known now. That's the AI. Yes, thank you.
All right, thank you, Madam Mensa. Madam Atta, share yours with us.
Thank you so much. What I would say, that I don't want to repeat what my other judges have said already. So what I would say is that they've all done really well. And there is more room for improvement for those that you think maybe because of pressure or something you weren't able to perform to your expectation. You can do well in maybe your next one. And I think there is more way to go. We can learn. We are all learning, and we always learn. And so I'm saying that you've all done well. May God bless you.
All right. Thank you very much, our judges, for the feedback. So now that we are done taking the feedback from our judges, we go back to EIZ once again. And this is going to be a presentation on gig economy, sorry.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I will try to be quick as possible. Yeah. So I will talk about the gig economy. This is going to be very interactive. So please, those of you who have smartphone, I would like you to scan this, or maybe go to www.kahoot.it and then enter this number. So we are going to have a little game. As we play the game, we also learn about the gig economy. So as you try to, so once you enter your name will come here. So as we try to join the game, I first want to talk briefly about gig economy. So gig economy, it's another project of GIZ here in Ghana. It's a global project, meaning that it's not only in Ghana, it's all over the world. GIZ, we have bilateral projects, regional projects, and global projects. So if it's a regional project, it means it's only probably in Africa or West Africa. If it's a global, it means it's all over the world. So Ghana is part of that. So there's Fred. So I can see. Please, if it's possible, use your name so that we can identify you if you are the winner. This is going to be a very simple game. So if anybody needs help, the person can just let us know, and then someone will help the person to be able to enter the game. So there's Evans, there's Fred. So we have fun, and at the same time, we learn. Okay, so No, just go to kahoot.it. You don't need the app, or you can just scan the icon. You don't need to download the app or anything. So just go to your browser and then type how you search for Google, www.kahoot.it. Or if you have those of you who have smartphones, you can try Zoom and scan the code. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's wait for some few people to join, and then we talk about the gig economy. All right, so this is how this game is going to work. When I start the game, a question will come. And then when the question comes, there will be possible answers colored. So you see blue, you see green on your phone. When the question comes, you see that on your phone. The one you think that is the answer, just select it. But another thing about this game is that we want the person who gets it first. So as you look at it, try as much as possible. It's going to be 20 seconds. So as much as possible. As much as possible, try. Wow. Okay, all right. So because of time, we are going to start, okay? So we are going to start. The first question is going to be very easy, and I hope everybody will get it so that we have an idea how it's going to be, and then we continue. So we are starting. All right, so the first question is going to come. So this is the first question. The capital of Bono East. There is Accra, Techiman, Kumasi, and Tamale. So you choose the color on your phone. All right, so yes, I can see that two people said Tamale. I don't know where they are from. And then one person said Accra, and one person said Kumasi, but 20 people said it's Techiman. So I can see that, yes, some people still need to learn. So the correct answer is Techiman. So we will see who got it first. And okay, so there's a gentleman called Fatal. He's the one who is leading so far. So Fatal got 944 points. So we continue. The second one. Now, there's someone here. What is the person doing? Is he a taxi driver, office worker, farmer, or boat driver? I'm not using MTN. I'm using my phone. So, okay. So someone said the person is a farmer, etc. But the answer is boat driver. So we can see someone driving a car. It's boat driver. We'll talk about it later. So let's see who is leading. So now there's Jabs, or I don't know. That person is the one leading now. That's good. Okay. So followed by Fatal. The next question. So what kind of work is this? Is he a delivery rider or a mechanic, teacher, or a banker? So let's see. Let's see what everybody will have. Oh, don't worry, you'll get it. So at least, okay. So nobody chose teacher or mechanic. Everybody chose delivery rider. So we saw someone in a car. We said it's a boat driver, and the next one is a delivery rider. And let's see who is winning. Okay. Charles is still. Yes. So now, the next one. What type of worker is this? Is he an office worker, freelancer, farmer, or student in class? So you choose one. Well, these are the options, so you choose one. Okay. So someone said it's a student from class, and other says office worker, and it's freelancer. I will explain all this later. So let's see who is winning. Oh, Jobs is still leading. All right. So we have a little pause. All that we just saw, apart from the first question, these are all gig workers. And they are all part of the gig economy. So what do we say the gig economy is? Gig economy is usually a very short-term job between someone who needs a service or someone and then someone who has a service. It's usually a short-term, and it's usually done through a platform, either a phone or a computer. So that is the definition of gig economy. And then all the people that you saw or in the questions are all gig workers. Now, what type of gig workers do we have? We have two types, the location-based and then the online. Most of you are familiar with the location-based gig workers, or at least you've heard of it. So there is an app called Bolt, there's an app called Uber, and there's a popular one, Shaxi by Shatawale. So all these are, all these are, I think the network is really bad here. So all these are gig platform where if you are looking for a job or you are already in employment, these are part-time things that you can all do. So all that you need is to, if for example, those who are on the location ones, those drivers or delivery people, there are lots around. They may not be popular here in Techiman, but very soon they will come. So you just use your phone, you go and see them, use your phone if you have a bike or if you have a car. And these days, even there's a cargo, there's a delivery cargo. If you have a cargo, you just register, and someone who needs to transport something from one side to another, the person will come. And the other one, which is the online, are a little advanced. Those of us who have some special skills that we can use online. You can be a fashion designer, you can be a lot of things. You can be a teacher, you can be a health worker, etc. There are websites that you can go, register, and then just be on those websites and wait for someone to actually call you to be able to do a gig work. It doesn't matter whether you already have your work or you are someone who is looking for a job. These are things that you can create jobs and then earn some money at the end of the day. One good thing about gig work is that it's not limited to your location. You can be here and at the same time be working elsewhere for people. So that is the gig economy. So we'll continue playing the game and then we see. So now that we know what the gig economy is, now there's a question. What is the gig economy? Is it a farming business, big company, government work, or short-term jobs? The pin is 468-485. 468-485. That is the pin. All right. So those who are already on, 14 people got it correct. We move on quickly because we don't have time. Let's see who is winning. Oh, Jabs is still winning. The next question. Which of these is the gig platform? So there's MTN, KFC, Uber, and Bolt. Which of them is a gig platform? Which of this is a gig platform? Time is up. So it's actually Uber and Bolt. So anyone is correct. Uber and Bolt. And someone chose KFC. Hey. So now Amwako is the one leading. Yes. So true or false? Uber drivers are gig workers. True or false? Okay. So there's true and there's false. So the answer is true, but someone says false. Anyway, the person will get to know later. Now, Amwako is still leading. And then, true or false, gig workers get salary every month. If you're a gig worker, every month, whether you work or not, salary comes. True or false? Okay, so time is up. Okay, the answer is false, but some said true. So when you're in the gig economy, nobody pays you. You get the money if you do something. So you are not guaranteed that every month you'll be there and the money will come to your bank account. So now Gloria is leading. Yeah. So true or false? You can be a gig worker even if you work from your phone. If you can be a good gig worker when you work from your phone. So true or false? Okay. So let's see. Okay, so it's true, and everybody got it right. Let's see who is leading. Gloria is still leading. There's another one. What is one advantage of gig work? So you choose your own time, you always get salary, you have one boss, you don't need a phone. So what is just that one advantage? We will finish soon. What is one advantage of gig work? You choose your own time, that's the first one. You always get salary. Okay. So the answer is you choose your own time, because if you are a gig worker, you decide when you want to work or not. And let's see who is leading. Gloria is still leading. That's good. What is one challenge that gig workers face? What is their challenge? The first one is that freedom. The second one is that there's no job if your app is off. And the next, you have many bosses. And then the last one is free fuel. So what is the challenge that you have? So is the freedom the challenge? Or if the app is off? Or you have many bosses and then you have free fuel? Which one? So the answer is if your app is off, because you are using the app. So if the app is off, you will not be able to work. So now Billy is leading. Okay, so the last segment now is upscaling. What we at the gig economy we are doing is that the gig economy or the platform economy is there, but you are competing with people all over the world, especially if you are online. So what you need is that you need to improve your skills. There are upskilling that you have to do. The upskilling where it's good to go and learn a new skill, but what we are saying are the basic things that you need. How to understand the gig economy. Now there's AI. Please, we expect you, or we advocate that you learn what the AI is, because AI is here to stay. What the AI can do. I'm sure most of you have heard of ChatGPT. You can use ChatGPT to do a lot of things. You can do Mid-Journey to create, you create designs, etc. On the gig economy, there are some people who are even looking for designers to create a logo. You can use AI to be able to create a logo for someone and earn money. And after here, because of time, we have GIZ, we have courses online, which is for free, that you can take these courses to thrive in the gig economy. So you can see me, and then I'll share. We have cards that I'll share on how to get to online to be able to get those courses. So we're advocating that you should always learn so that you can take advantage of the gig economy. Now, the last segment. What does upskilling mean in today's digital world? First one is learning new digital and AI skills. The second one is waiting for employers to train you before you learn. Third one is sticking to one skill. And the last one, ignoring technology. So when we say upskill, what does it mean? Okay, so the first one is the answer, and I can see a lot of people got it correct. So let's see who is now leading. It's still Billy. So why is upskilling important for gig workers? Why is it important? First, it wastes time. The second one is only useful for people in offices. It's not important in today's world. The last one, it helps workers to adapt to new technology and stay competitive. So let's see who is going to get it. Billy is still leading. I hope someone will overtake Billy. All right, so Billy is still leading. Okay. Then, how can AI create opportunities in the gig economy? How do you think the AI can do? By replacing all humans. The second one, by creating new types of digital jobs, by stopping remote work, by increased office-based jobs. What is the advantage that AI has that we cannot take advantage of? So, all right. So the answer is creating new types of digital jobs for us. Let's see. Oh, Fatal has come back. Now, which of these is an example of how gig workers can use AI? Ignoring technology, using AI for playing games, using AI to design graphic, and then avoiding online platforms. One way that you can use AI is it for only playing games? Okay, so it's using it to design graphics or write something so that it will be faster for you. So Fatal is leading. And then this is last but one. What skill will help Ghanaians thrive in the future of gig economy? Refusing to learn new digital skills, learning AI digital tools, and then depending on local jobs and avoiding technology. So let's see. So all we are saying is that adapt, upskill, and succeed in the gig economy. So the answer is blue, and a lot of people got it correct. That's Fatal. Now the last question. Last question. Which action can help a gig worker stay successful as technology changes? Continuously learning new skills, avoiding online platforms, refusing to learn, and depending on only one type of job. All right, so time is up, and people got it wrong. All right, so now let's see who is the third person. Jobs is the third, followed by Amuaku, and then the winner, Fatal. Yes, where is Fatal? Oh, okay. So my colleague has something small for Fatal. So we have something for the first, second, and then the third. So we have some little handout that. So Fatal, yes, please come forward. So all that we are saying is the gig economy is that it's a platform for gig workers, and then also you have to. So where is Amuako and then Jobs? So you are Amuako, and then yes, all right. Thank you very much. So we have some little handouts about the gig economy that you learn. So thank you very much. And then, yes. Little handouts for the gig economy. Thank you very much. This is a small exercise for us to learn and then also have fun. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes. All right. So this is all about the gig economy. Because of time, you can always approach me after this and then learn more about the gig economy. There are some platforms that you can register for free. I can show you some of the platforms and then how you can be able to navigate on the gig economy. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, GIZ. Let's give it up to him. So moving straight into the next activity, I'll invite Bishop. Moments ago, we had a hackathon. We had teams pitching their ideas, and now the results are out. But because of the nature of what we are doing, I would want to pass over the microphone to Bishop so he tells us more, then we take it up from there. Let's give it up to him.
So thanks so much, MC. And it has been a very insightful day, and I will just talk mainly on the journey of our participants. And throughout their journey, they've experienced a lot, and it was so tough at a point in time because this is a hackathon, and they have to instantly think and come up with solution on a go. And yesterday and today, we've been able to see some dynamics. Yesterday, we made some promises that, like how some build up some confidence and some were so sharp yesterday, they thought today they could have carried the day. But fortunately, there were some dynamics. The team that we thought could have been the least, honestly speaking, today, they emerge as one of the best. They emerge as one of the best. And I tell you, yesterday, they merely was the team that was struggling. They were struggling very well. And today, they've impressed us a lot. So I say, this is not the end of their journey. They are still going to make progress. And we are hoping that this team will be going through an incubation process. And Agrico Hub, like we always do, we are a family. Once we get in contact with you, we become a family. We will not leave you just like that. We will make sure we incubate all this team. Then we'll see how best we can help them to make progress for their dream to come to a realization. So if you see them here, they are still building up their dream. We are going to polish it up. We are going to put more ink into it, and we'll make sure they're able to see their realization of the day. More to the point also, we realize that some of the teams has, today, they had a bit of hitches here and there. And one of the hitches I realized was that some of them couldn't follow their pattern very well, their presentation pattern very well. And the picture looks as if they were not prepared. But to some extent, they were able to recover. And I know more of them are going to do well probably in the next phase. And we are not leaving any one of them down. We are going to make sure we bring all of them together and we train them. So with the Team Alpha, I think we have Team Alpha, the Smart Cubes, and also the Agro Pulse. Yes. One of the smart innovations I've come to love with them is the Cocoa Kitingiti. You see, when we talk about the Cocoa Kitingiti, it looks as if it's kind of funny, but to be honest, these are one of the emerging technologies we should look into. The basis of all technology is merely about keeping things smarter, efficient, and fast. And in line with the government vision, I believe this team has come up with a clear and a nice idea. With government intervention with Akoko Nkitingiti, we don't have to rest this idea here. We need to build it up. We need to build this technology. Currently, a lot of poultry farmers are way, way far below the belt. They are not experiencing any income. They are only breaking even. But ideally, they are not supposed to break even. But one of the key things we look at through this process was the fact that if this technology can pinpoint the movement of the chicks in the coop, they will be able to identify the weaker ones. Because those that are merely with diseases they are not active in the coop. And that's one of the ways the sensors could pick them up. So for instance,
we could have a prototype that just check the movement of these chicks. And anytime they see the movement is slow or the chicks are suffering, they are being isolated and being looked at based on the veterinary advice. And that we know our farmers can do that. But the current challenge is bridging this gap with the technology to identify them on time. I believe when they identify on time, they will be able to what? Take care of these chicks very well. I speak on that of the other technology as well, the Alpha Tech technology. With Alpha Tech technology, they are also making an advancement, trying to see how best they can harvest farm data and bring out more insight to the farmer. If the farmer should have more insight into what agro-tech is also doing, it's also a smart one in a way, because that's going to check issues of compliance. The farmers will tell you every season there's a new chemical to try out. There's no data backing to it. If I'm using a type of chemical, some of this chemical requires that after 5 years, after 6 years or 10 years, I'll have to do probably crop rotation. But in some cases, it's not the same. We continue to just grow the same maize over and over and over. So on a nutshell, these are the various innovations this participant had to go through, and it was kind of a stressful journey, but by God's so doing, today they've been able to implement it very well. And I say kudos to all of them. And with a clap, you want to just appreciate their effort for today. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Bishop. Thank you, Bishop. So now I would want you to project the outcome for me. Yeah, so these are the display of the results. Can you go up? Yes, so in that order. So we had AgroPulse coming third. Let's give it up to them. We had Alpha Tech coming second with 33.67. Then we had Smart Coop coming first with 42.33. So this tells you that in as much as we want to incubate you, the team can still do more in raising their marks subsequently, but all the same, you did very well. Keep it up. So in this phase, we are not going to award based on who came first, who came second. We are going to give out citations to everyone. Is that not the case, sir? Yeah, so, but before then, let me introduce the manager for NEIP. That's for Bono East, in the person of Madam Fati. She's in the house. All right, you're welcome, madam. Yes, so without wasting much time, we're going back to the citation, and I think it's just right we invite the Agrico team to be doing this presentation. So I'll first of all invite Madam Eunice to do as the honors for presenting the first set of citations to our participants. I put you on the spot, eh? Sorry about that. Oh, we can be on the stage. Yeah. Okay, so you can bring it here. Bring it up here. So this is for Madame Ines. Eh? So you can put the next set there. Let me help with them here. So this is to be presented to Linus Kwasi Jaba. Thank you, Linus, for participating in JDIW 25. I appreciate your efforts. The citation is Yakubu Shaibu. Yakubu Shaibu. As Yakubu Shaibu is taking his citation, Samuel Sechere, be preparing. Sechere Samuel. As Samuel Sechere is taking his stand, Jeron Opukue Japan be marking time. So, Quasin James, be mounting this stage as it's your turn to take your citation. And Amankwa Ernest Winchester. Is that all the citation we have here? Do we still have some there? Or this everything? Oh, okay. Yeah, so at Agrico, in as much as we promote Agrico, we also have a soft spot for women. So on that note, I will invite Madam Fati to do the next set of presentations for us. Madam Fati, from NEIP. She is the Bono East Regional Manager. It is a continuation of the participants' citation, and we invite Anaba Stanislaus Suguru. So thanks for partaking in GDIW 2025. At this point, Jessica Techi, you should be mounting the stage. And as Jessica takes her turn, Prince Cherme, you should be preparing. Cherme Prince. As we do it for Prince, we invite Ban Amos Asenso to take his citation. And we now invite Mokla Do Jr. Congratulations, Mokla, for taking part in the GDIW 25 Bono East Edition. As we do it for Mokla, Amwakon Kwame Emmanuel be marking time. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, this is to be presented to Daniel Timpabi. Daniel Timpabi, congratulations for partaking in Jindi IW 2025 Bono East Edition. So we're moving to the last set of citation, and this is going to be presented by the MCE. Oh, thank you very much, Madam Fati, for doing this nice. Join me on stage and present. Oh, let's give it up to him. Yeah, so we invite Nassau Pen Bignati Pius. I think Irene Dara Mensah. Aqua Othniel is the last person on this particular list. Thank you very much. After this presentation, Sesame Hill for mounting the stage and doing us the honor of presenting these citations to our participants. Oh, you can continue on. Simon Mal. And as Simon is mounting the stage, Oliver Asiedu be marking time. Oliver Asiedu. As Oliver is coming, Kumedro Raymond Malaki be marking time. And now, congratulations, Kumedro Raymond Malachi. Yes, thank you, Sam Hills. All right, so we invite the rector for IOWIN International School to do us the honor of presenting the next citation. Let's give it up to him. And this particular set of citations are going to the mentors. When we say the mentors, they are the ones who prepared the various teams we saw up here ahead of this particular program, and they played a very key role in making this event happen. Let's give it up to the mentors before they receive their citation for the good work done. So, sir, maybe should I help with the reading or?
Okay. Citation in honor of providing guidance, inspiration, and innovative support in nurturing youth talents during the 2025 GDIW Agri-Tech Hackathon and Innovation Challenge in the Bono East Region. Simon Asari.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to Mentor Simon Asari for helping GDIW 2025 Bono East Edition be a success. Thank you, sir, for helping us out. All right, thank you, sir. So at this point, we invite Mr. Benson Ajay to do us the next honor of presenting the citation for us. Mr. Benson Ajay from GIZ. Let's give it up to him properly. They made this happen. So, Mr. Benson, like Rector did for us, you're also going to read this before we present it.
Citation in honor of somebody that I have known for many years and I like so much, for providing guidance, inspiration, and innovative support in nurturing young talent during the 2025 GDIW Agritech Hackathon and Innovation Challenge in Bono East Region. We honor Mr. Victor Dankwa.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to Mr. Victor Dankwa.
Technologies. Good. He didn't start today. I've known him for
a very long
maybe
time.
15 years or so. Now he's been doing this thing.
Thank you very much, sir, for doing us the honor. Now we invite Nanahima Yeboah Asuyama, who is the acting Queen Mother of Techiman traditional area, to do us the honor of doing this presentation for us. Inti Nanahima de ema nemre, de yekan na ewoso. Nti ono ba ya na wagide amani pa. Nembo ensem bi. Inti na nabebodi no kwa. Ai. Eno ano no nana. Ne kwan so ani. So thank you very much for the support, the guidance, and the expertise you shared with us. We appreciate. Nanahima, edasi bebre. And the last presentation, ladies and gentlemen, last but one presentation, ladies and gentlemen, is supposed to be done by Osahene Obri Crying Entry Boesiakon, Subina no Hene and Mare Hene of Boyem. Yambo Enzemano. I obey to me and I him amaba. Ready a him for Nadia and Nanae chairman into a beginning of my inting and a fashion or yin to mas and anonum. Aha. I'm not telling anymore you do. I ain't seen another kind. Oh, Nana, with the over for last one for mommy.
Citation in honor of, in recognition of your outstanding leadership and unwavering support in strengthening Ghana's innovation ecosystem through regional GDIW initiatives. Your commitment to advancing digital innovation and agri-tech development has been instrumental to the success of the 2025 GWIW Agri-Tech Hackathon and Innovation Challenge in the Bono East Region. Yao Adu Jemfi, Chairman, Ghana Hub Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the Chairman of the Ghana Hubs Network, Mr. Yao Adu Jemfi. Oh, young boy and some mano. Chairman, we're chini 6 regions in Inyo. Oh, Koha, no, Koha, no, Koha. Oh, boy, you mapa. In the Chairman, we the Bono East na ya show any munyam. Aha. Nana, aka last one. Mama Nana Sunny staircase here. Nana facha me wate. Nana. So we did the same thing that Oba Kono so. Different and I say I can't be him.
Citation in honor of Honorable Francis Owusu Anchi, Bono East Regional Minister. In recognition of your exceptional leadership and support in promoting digital innovation and agri-tech development in the Bono East region. Your commitment and influence greatly contributed to the success of the 2025 GDIW Agri-Tech Hackathon and Innovation Challenge. Honorable Francis Owusu Anchi.
And to take this for the regional minister, we invite her from the RCC and Madame Fati, who is the NEIP boss for Bono East. Yes, I learned you've been very supportive together with the regional minister in appreciate his efforts and everything he's been doing for this particular program and the hub as a whole. We appreciate. Thank you very much. Nananom Yadamwase. So, this is going to be the last activity inside here. We are near Wibesi Yukozi. Let's just say activity inside here. We are near Wibesi Yukozi. Let's just say Yapon Nonti. Yes, Emreno. Messing out to myself for a chairman for the event. Not no disem krakra. Amani idea chato ne fambo. Intimacy afre osahene obri crying and chibuesi akon. Subinano hene and mare hene of boyem.
Thank you. Nananom ene abusiafo a omo invite mo a mobile programming na organizers of the program Agri Hub money mutim awie mijina Agri Hub for anemu edamase say such a program more participating cashew spraying ni ade say ade ehia pa o so hon ba kuafo no we be spray ne de na we nya spray gon be ba also na chese cost 90 work and I said, yeah, we won't class soon. You believe in superstition. This is a spray media. Now we are spray. Now the HM Banas and what so we are. One year crime media question before. My cobu be able to send baby aba. But now I san your mana. A bit boost to ye farming activities. The messenger must have Monfan come you say in the near and anonymous honey at my bob or nipa no amount. Now more educate you or more in this improved and technological farming practices are by a beboa ama kuyaye akoswaha. Yada must be brave. Ninja ananom ya backers ne said, we are mu ye ne mo ye mai. And yet mono mo ya mamo because kuya de Techiman for ye jumano no. Nti mijina osade ya kumfia meo. We are my Techiman or ne wofa da sebra me kwate mani ampon na mu. Eda mase se monto nkoso anya sa ne ma wi. Na eba sa edimpuntu ebebra Techiman mai. Nyankopon inhire mo nyina. God bless you.
Nana Osunya Michelle Bebre pa. Ewe de nana no mahema for mo fan tumi nana anim se sese me mafie bro nyanko a meta ba fie. To akamate to me ba fie meta ba. At this point yebeda obi bia say we thank you all for coming. Monjai de moya nka monyamre ene ama ye ne dwumadi. I think say dwumadi start here no pabesi samri se bibia is significant. Ubi o hebia aibi machi bibim na dwumadi nso be yefa na ye no ntia. So we appreciate you, we thank you for coming, and in case you wake up tomorrow hearing your radio for the first time, know that it's a thank you message from Agrico Hub to all of you for making the GDIW 2025 the Bono East edition anticipated. Yadamase. Let's go for our lunch, and in case you are not able to come back here again, know that this happened, and it happened right here at the Brun Champion Hall here in Techiman. Enjoy. Bye. Before we move out, we are starting. So please let's not leave yet. The hackathon team should be on stage first, then afterwards. Okay, let's do the group picture. Hackathon for number last. So let's all get on the stage. Let's all get on the stage. Mr. Momo di kawa bonten mumra mumra me kan wana enye fe. Yenya ne ntentem wano pa. Yana nanom ani die kwanso mu nkonwa na yato yi. Ananum tenasi wi anaya e wapa no ya gina omachi. Aha. Ai soro ka ho. So when our height no ebe hia supporter soro hada ho ma ho. Oh, let's all join. Let's all join. Let's all join. Let's register our presence. Well.
Biana Conconsa, me raise to cry, the body yam ponsa, I dream fin to the Kosua Kinchimusa, Unim, so what you sound one back, and I will call just your toss saying, the Tom men seminar me before Shane. Now where? What on you we are day in grass here? Mutitin, the Asen and Crawford 70 yet to be could be a chrono of them. What a can someone I won't someone who came, but a boy when your men so about a pump him, Conconsano Mundin and Yansim that time. Chasa wo yare dampim obini fi asem na wo de wo ho ahyem nanso oben we come mo amundi mu fi asem I don't want to say you want some I want on your tadi say about that way now when you pass over the be na concern I don't want to say and a grow phone sem I don't want to say you want some I want on your tadi say about way now when you pass over. If you would be an account concern, I don't want to say. I dream finty. They be an hour number down. Paco be a senti. What didn't who see want to be in Fakran? On Parker, so I will near who turn to the be our than who's yes, Nipa. That do a park, I came and Chenipa Rea Wapa with the Jumayim, Pania concern, Okudisa. Quite to think on us, you know. Now a banner for a babysa. Wabana for a babysa. I know Marco Kone. Quite to think on us, you know. Now a banner for a babysa. Wabana for a babysa. Concon say, I am Dumsona Buamo. I just a moon who soon Namoko Tuaso. Obey there for your funeral to Laku. Dear Banese, Nakakopia Buabo. Or better than Boasi, Anawa Buano, and Semeshaku Kura, Kurasafuano. Concon some degree, Messia Coano. They say, when come on, Muamundi Mufia said, I don't want to say. They want some I want on your tadi say. About way now when you pass over. They be an account concern. I don't want to say. Concern. I don't want to say. They want some I want on your tadi say. Concern, cracky now when you pass over. Kashenko do. I don't want to say. I don't want to say. They want some I want on your tadi say. About way now when you pass over. I don't want to say. I don't want to say. They want some I want on your tadi say. Concern cratchy and I will pass over. I don't want to say. Binti and your baby, can be. On him, I travel Nasi, Jiwinima Bibian How, Menemeto Drase, Shampabuana Buibian Cow, Jai Super Pawiniasi, Emma Biasia Dream Foul. Branda Bijama Coin, I want a Saman crowd. I've been on my dream watch it. Near weapon in my sadia, minimal crowd was a mission, Casem Debugumasum, that will be a young corpe. I've been on Ponsan, Tuntumbo near who offense, 700 dear Pequa, or Betia Brent Jaisum, Pepper when you moon is so, and I be young from so crack, kind whom Sabodam and Guamau door, so my common in table pie move. Famisi was sunny for so matana via Siache, but time whom or door. Midday, or Peppa, my partner did. But my wedding in a minio people for Kahum, so me profis, I want to and the other guy said, me on sense, I told there be a baby of them. We don't be a say, I'm moving Tete and them. So don't buy a dinner, come. Yeah, you are always on my mind, and forever in my heart. Fuano, I would only be Kutane Daima, Yabawa Bofra, actually Dean Chewa Dina, almost in a jow. It's a son of Mumu Wine Crana, when Nim be for saying me, Yadona Yantona China, Yadia Mijao, Menja Joe, Kokosuko Jaws of Brainy, and Ramin who wan and become a team, Gadia me penny. I dreamed you go to Swaboko, Fabigumi Quenchi, Yabo Cheda, Meshawaka, one and Simbi saying a Tessie, Mendy out, I mean who would name the Swana made Tete. For when you took for me down, we need Bejibiana Beshe, or your Hema, Sada, Wabi, will be Chiaman sign. I've been on a brema, send me a cocos of brema, quite.
Midday, or Pepani up my pana did. What my wedding in a minio people for Kahum, so me boffice, I want to do. And the other guy said, me on sense, I told there be a baby, a bem, we don't be a say, I'm moving tete and tem. So the buy dinner come. Yeah, you are always on my mind, and forever in my heart. Midday, you are always on my mind, and forever in my heart. But I don't see where you see, my candy pepe. Dear man, when you be a prayer, we don't be as yet, my command, you will pray. Guys, I won't see any see my uniform. I wish one day you will become my wife for life. I wish one day you will become my wife for life.
True story, over the palm bellies. Yeah. Get beyond a penno. I'm a sapoma. The hunting the Tom and Sassa Lemon Dangina. Miakasa Minyanda for me to the Tonga 1994 to 96 or Mama Bravo Yeminya. This is kind of shit. Mema Memote. Will be an main hidance we bottom me here. Dana Maria Lumbo. Gana Hamadodo. I hope Trevor Brain, Tinambe Tachana Jukuku. I feel Madamu. Tinambe Timpamu. Mema me bomb begins and begins a meeting in Damu. Masay. And Uchi and Chibiana Misha Medofo. Pamela, me didn't go home with Zama Sofo, Manisha Somami, Timishane Kawa, Pamela and Penna once and if you can see my bawa, get about my life with my brabo in Nasa, Minessa Pomana, you could be Kuma 95 from heaven. My brabo mini Jenny started 97 cash.
Giant steps that I do, and it's all because of you. Till you know what I'm on the moon, baby. Shower when she won't want I'm in. Giant steps that I do, and it's all because of you. You know what I'm on the moon, baby. Sure when she